Hey footy fans, round 18 started on Thursday night. The Swans just holding on against the Dogs, 78-76 the final scores. Well, it was a close game of football at times. I thought going into this game that the Dogs would get the job done and really stay in touch with that top four. Marcus Bontempelli had a great game, 2 goals, 31 disposals, 8 tackles. He was everywhere on the field. He did absolutely everything, trying so hard to get his team over the line, and they fall short, and he was fuming at the end of this game, throwing his mouthguard into the turf. It was a real shame for the Dogs. They had that ball forward with about 30 seconds to go. It was in their inside 50, and they just couldn't manufacture a shot at goal. So a tough loss for them on the road. On Friday, what a game of football, and what a win by the Demons, 105-104. Just a thrilling last quarter of football, because with 8 minutes to go, a lot of people doubted Melbourne, and I felt like I watched the game on Channel 7, and I thought the commentary, there was that vibe where they thought it was over, that the Lions had this one in the bag. And although it did look like that on the scoreboard, I still believed that the Demons had a bit of a spark in them at times. I was just hoping that it happened as soon as possible, and it happened with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go, because they were down 79-103. The Lions get in a bit of a shell, I have to say, playing safe football, trying to be careful with it, and it absolutely cost them the game. The Demons pounced. Cosy Pickett provided a spark up forward. They got the ball forward. They were just a powerhouse in that last 8 minutes, and they came back out of nowhere. Christian Petrarca, 4 goals, 26 disposals. A brilliant game by him, not only helping out in the forward line, but also helping out in the midfield where he usually plays. Jake Melksham had a ripper game, and Jake Melksham kicked the winning goal. He was the hero for the Demons. Well, Chris Fagan, I have to say, your team played very careful, and it cost them. You played too safe, and I think it was because they were trying to milk the clock, and they knew that the Demons were coming at them, so they were trying to milk that clock. They should have pretty much just got the ball forward, kept playing hard football. Well done to the Demons. They had Lachie Neale locked up during the game at times. And Chris Fagan, I have to say, that curse at the MCG, well, it's still there, mate. On Saturday, the Pies beat the Fremantle Dockers 113-67. Braden Maynard, absolute machine down back, 8 tackles. He's just a brilliant player. He has been for a very long time. And the Pies still looking oh so good on top of the ladder. Feels like they can't be stopped. The Suns beat the Saints 77-51. A nice win by the Suns. It really keeps a top 8 run alive for them late in the season. So they've still got a chance there. The Saints, on the other hand, really sliding down the ladder, that's for sure. The Blues beat Port Adelaide 122-72. Port Adelaide, they had a few outs, including Jason Horne-Francis, Dixon, and a few others. That's no excuse. Well done to the Blues. They worked well as a team. They snapped Port's 13-game winning streak, and they do it in fine style. 50-point margin against the top 4 side. That's pretty good for the Blues, and maybe this can push them for a late run of finals to scrape through. Jesse Motlop, 4 goals, and the Blues, although they had a great game, although they got the win, sad news for them. Harry Mackay out for 6 to 8 weeks with a knee injury. The Cats smashed the Essendon Football Club 122-45. The battle of the Scott brothers, and Chris Scott reigned supreme at the Cattery. His team moves into 5th spot on the ladder. The Bombers, on the other hand, just maybe slipping out of finals, maybe. You never know. A big win for those Cats, and it was great to see Jeremy Cameron back in action. Brian Myers had a sensational game. The Crows lost to the Giants 57-71. The Crows dropped to 12th spot on the table. The Giants all the way up to 9th. That's 5 wins in a row for them, so well done to the Giants, going well at the moment. For the Crows, Joshua Shelley in a bit of strife, finding himself in a bit of trouble there. He'll miss 2 weeks probably. He striked Jack Buckley. There's no need for that. Personally, I thought it showed a lack of maturity and a lack of sportsmanship. And I know there was a bit of a scuffle, but you just got to move on, especially when it's a close game of football, which it was at times. But then late in the game, the Giants just kicked away. So yeah, he'll pay the price, that's for sure, and he'll miss a couple games. On Sunday, the Roos lost to the Hawks 40-88. A poor start by both sides. The Hawks started to get into a consistent rhythm, especially in that second half, and wrap this game up. For the Roos, not good at all, and that's pretty much been the story throughout the whole season. The Eagles losing to the Tigers 60-98. I know it's another loss for the Eagles, but I have to say it was a good effort by them. 60 points in this game. They gave it a good crack. A few players tried to chip in and help out, but the Tigers just too good in the end. Folks, it's time for Isaac's GMP of the round. Let's get straight into it. My goal of the round goes to the young debutant in Taj Wowoden. The old man would be so happy about this one. What a great goal on debut. On the boundary, on the run, absolute perfection. It was clutch, it was precise, and it showed his confidence to take the game on, to back himself, and at such a young age, on a debut against the Lions when they were down, I have to say, he showed his courage, he showed bravery, and he showed that he might be a leader for this team with many years to come. My mark of the round, there was only one standout, to be honest, and it was Shai Bolton from the Tigers. A good leap over his teammate in Ralph Smith. He had a couple Eagles around him, great mitts, great grab, awkward landing, I have to say. It was good to see Shai get back up to his feet after his face hit the turf, so a good grab there. My player of the round goes to Big Maxi Gawn. What a leader he is for this team. 1 goal, 29 disposals, 5 marked, 3 of those 5 contested. 7 tackles, 39 hit-outs, 10 clearances, 3 inside 50s, 457 metres gained. For a ruckman, for the player of his size and height, he was absolutely fantastic. Brodie Grundy being dropped during the week in the lead-up to this game, it really outlined that he needed to step up, Max Gawn, as the ruckman, as the leading tall of this team, and he definitely did that. And to see him score that goal as well from quite a distance, I have to say, and it went so high in the air. What a fantastic player he is, and definitely played a huge part in what was a thrilling victory for those Demons, who are looking really nice in the top 4, I have to say. Round 19 starts on Friday night. The Bombers against the Dogs. Going to be an interesting game of football. It might be close, but I think the Dogs can turn it on, especially after losing to the Swans by that close margin. So I've got the Dogs by 22 points. Gotta love footy. That recap, and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.